Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we will be discussing the difference between the K1 fiancé visa and the Cr1 spousal visa. First, who are eligible to apply for a K1 fiancé visa? Those who have bona fide relationship, engaged to each other, and both available to marry can apply for a K1 fiancé visa. A fiancé visa allows a foreign fiancé to enter and visit US within 90 days. It also includes the eligibility to apply permanent residency, but you need to be married in US within 90 days of your arrival. Then after the marriage, you can apply for an AOS or adjustment of status for you to have a green card that allows you to stay and live permanently in US. But one of the rules in applying a K1 fiancé visa is you need to prove that you and your foreign fiancé have met each other within 2 years, while the Cr1 spousal visa is for those married couple, bona fide married couple for 2 years. They can apply for Cr1 spousal visa if they already married in a foreign country for 2 years. Cr1 spousal visa is a permanent immigration. Once a CR spousal visa holder arrive in US, they don't need to apply for AOS because their permanent residency is already approved and they can have the green card and work in the US at once. But you see, there's already a big advantage when you apply a Cr1 spousal visa than the K1 fiancé visa. So how about the processing time? Which one is takes longer to apply, or which one is more faster? Let's check. So as you see guys, in our chart, the processing time of the two visa, the K1 fiancé visa and the Cr1 spousal visa. The K1 fiancé visa takes like 6 months average for the USCIS to review your case or your application, but in many cases like our case, it only took 4 months for the USCIS to review our application, and including the sending of NOAA 1 and NOAA 2. And then once the USCIS review your application, they will pass it or send it to the National Visa Center or the NBC for further reviewing. It will take 1 month for the NBC to review again the case, and then in the consulate it takes 2 months, including the interview, the processing of the visa, and the sending of the visa. While the Cr1 spousal visa also takes 6 months to 8 months for the USCIS to review the application, and then we will pass it again to the National Visa Center for further reviewing. But this time, the Cr1 spousal visa takes longer for the NBC to review because the Cr1 spousal visa needs more evidence to prove that you are bona fide married couple in 2 years in the foreign country. But in the consulate, it also takes 2 months, including the interview, the processing of the visa, and the sending of the visa. So this time, the K1 fiancé visa have the advantage when it comes to the processing time. The Cr1 spousal visa takes longer to process in the NBC. So we will check now which one is more expensive or more costly to apply the K1 fiancé visa or the Cr1 spousal visa. So guys, you see in our chart, it shows that the K1 fiancé visa is more expensive to apply because once you get here in the US, you need to apply for adjustment of status. It means that you need to pay again, while the Cr1 spousal visa, they don't need to apply for adjustment of status. Same to the dependent of the K1 fiancé visa holder. their dependent or their child also need to apply for adjustment of status, and the Cr1 spousal visa dependent, they don't need to apply also for adjustment of status. But the good thing when it comes to the dependent of the K1 PNC visa, you can already include your K2 or your dependent in your application of the visa, while the Cr1 spousal visa dependent, they need to be lower than 18 by the time that you and your husband got married, because when they're 18 above, it's a bit hard for them to include in your application of visa, or it's hard to petition them. So this time the dependent of the K1 PNC visa have more advantage than the dependent of the Cr1 spousal visa. So guys, I hope I gave you a little information of about the K1 PNC visa and Cr1 spousal visa. So it's all up to you which one you prefer most, which visa you prepare to apply. So that's all for now, guys, and see you next time.